Good morning. I hope everyone is doing well and you're off to an excellent start with your Tuesday morning. So find a comfortable seat. We're going to begin in seated meditation today. So you can elevate your hips, or you can just sit cross-legged, or you can sit in hero's pose on your knees. And you can bring your hands to either your knees or the center of your lap. Palms facing up is that you're open to whatever comes to you, to give and to receive. And hands down is just, you want to hold on to what you've got energy-wise. And just close your eyes. And be the observer of your breath, your body, and your mind. Observe your breath as it flows in and out of your nose. And as you notice your breath, does anything shift for you otherwise? Right now is the perfect time for us to slow down and for us to reevaluate how we lead our everyday lives. How we prioritize, how we communicate, who we include, and who we choose to distance ourselves from. What we put in our bodies, what we fill our minds with. Come back to your breath. Feel your sit bones rooted down as you extend through the crown of your head, growing tall in your seat. Bring your hands to heart center. And take this moment to set an intention for your practice today. Today's practice will be slow flow. We're mixing things up a bit. Inhale and reach your arms out and up. And take a side bend over to the right. So plant your right hand down so that you can root your sit bones. You can use your hand to root your sit bones. And then reach your left arm over as you side bend over to the right. And come back up through center and just switch sides. Plant your left hand, sweep your right arm up and over your ear. Get nice and long. Just find some space between your rib cage and your pelvis. Nice deep breaths in and out of your nose. Come back up through center and twist. So right hand will plant behind your right hip. Left hand catches your right thigh. Breathe in to lengthen. Hold onto your leg. And as you exhale, pull into your leg and twist. Take your gaze over your right shoulder. We're waking up the spine, slowly but surely. Come back through center and switch sides. Twist to the left. Left hand plants behind you. Right hand hooks your thigh. Breathe in, lengthen. Breathe out, twist. Pull into your leg. Come back through center. Reach your arms up. Notice which leg is in front. And exhale, fold. Just getting into your hips a bit. Root your sit bones down. And sit up, switch legs. So whichever leg was not in front, bring that in front now. Reach your arms up and fold forward. And just breathe in and breathe out. And sit back up. And come forward to your hands and your knees. You can swing your legs around or just roll over your hands and knees. And stack your joints. Take a deep breath in, curl your toes under, drop your belly, roll your shoulders back and look up. For cow. And exhale, round your back, tuck your chin, point your toes back. Gaze towards your belly button. Inhale and lower your belly, toes curl under. Look up. And exhale, round. Tuck your chin, point your toes. Come to a neutral spine. And just step your right foot back. Toes press down into the mat, press through your heel, and then extend your left arm forward. Get nice and long. From your heel to your fingertips, breathe in and lengthen. Right hand is flattened out. Open just your left arm up. Continue to press through your right heel. Bring your arm back through center. Release your hand down and now step your right foot over to the left. So just off the left edge of your mat. And then look over your left shoulder. Right hip will start to pop out to the right. And feel free to adjust as you need to get this stretch. You should feel it somewhere from your hip all the way down your leg. Could be all, could be one area. And come back through center. And release your knee down. And step your left foot back. Press through your heel. Try to keep your hips stacked over your knee, your right one. And right arm reaches forward. Palm can face in. As you press through your heel, lift away from your mat. Get nice and long. And just nice deep breaths in and out of your nose. And open your right arm out to the right. Palm can face down. Breathe in. Breathe out. Bring your arm back through center. And lower your hand down. Swing your left leg over to the right, just off the right edge of your mat. Pop your left hip out as you look over your right shoulder. Deep breath in and out. Our breath is the core of this practice. It's what you find most of in traditional yoga. Not as much physicality as breath. So we're dialing back. Bring your leg back through center and release your knee down. Curl your toes under and press back, downward facing dog. Adjust your dog. Pedal your legs out. Shoulders pull away from your ears, so toward your hips. And step your feet together. And reach your right leg up into the air. Foot is nice and awake, so point through your foot, fan your toes back, and bend your right knee. Open up your hip. So squeeze your right heel towards your glutes, towards your butt cheeks, and lift your right knee up as you separate your inner thighs. You can press your chest towards the right wall. Just breathe in. Breathe out. And step your right foot forward. And if it doesn't quite get there, just help it forward. Lower your back knee down to your mat. And inhale, reach your arms up. Sink your hips down, as long as that feels okay on your left hip and low back. If not, stay where you can be. Interlace your hands behind your head, elbows open wide. And then press your head into your hands and lift your chest up. As your hips sink down, bend back. Feel your chest open. Feel the front of your left thigh open. And release your hands down. Straighten out your right leg and fold over it. Grab blocks if you need them. Toes fan back towards your shin. Nice long breaths in and out. Work to soften so that you can see clearly. And shift forward. Back toes curl under, lift your knee, plant your back heel, and stand all the way up. Warrior one. Stand up nice and tall. Ground down through your big toe mounds, ground down through your heels. Feel your left hip pull slightly forward and clasp your hands behind your backs. Squeeze your shoulder blades together, lift your chest and your gaze. And you can also put a strap between your hands if you feel like you have tighter shoulders. Just give yourself some space between your hands and fold forward. Let your head drop down. Just pull your hands away from your low back. As you breathe in and breathe out, pull everything in towards the midline of your mat. So your hips, feel your feet plug in and squeeze. Pit of your belly button pulls in towards your spine. Ground down through your feet, stand back up, warrior one. And exhale, release your hands to your mat, spin onto your back toes, and twist, right arm lifts. Lower your back knee down to your mat. Stay here, or you have the option to bend your back knee and catch your foot or your ankle. And if you catch your foot, roll your right shoulder back. Look up past it. Breathe in. Breathe out. Release your foot behind you and step back, high plank. So top of a push-up, plank pose, you can always lower your knees. So if you need to lower your knees, you just drop them down, but you keep your core strong and active, front ribs pulled in. If you're in plank, tip forward onto your toes. If you're on your knees, just shift your weight forward and then lower all the way down to your belly. Press into your hands. Slight lift in your chest for baby cobra. Press the tops of your feet down. Breathe in and lift. And release. Child's pose. Big toes together. Knees can open or stay together. Depends if you need low back support. If you do, keep your knees closer. One breath at a time. Just allow yourself to feel good. Downward facing dog. Pedal your legs out. And step your feet together. Lift your left leg up into the air. Foot's nice and awake. Bend your knee and open up your hip. Open it up. Separate your inner thighs. Press your chest towards the left wall. And step your foot forward. Lower your back knee down and reach your arms up. Shoulders draw down. And interlace your hands behind your head. Elbows open wide. Sink your hips down if that feels okay. And bend back. Push your head into your hands. Now keep your elbows as open as you can so you get that stretch through the front of your shoulders and your armpits. Lift through your chest. Deep breaths in and out. Pull your right hip forward as you bend back. And release your hands down, straighten out your left leg. Toes fan back. And grab blocks if you need them. Deep breaths in and out. And remember that, you choose what you need in your life. Need versus want. In these last 4 weeks, I think I've shown many of us what we really need instead of what we want each day. From food to clothing to makeup to toys, activities, friendships, marriages, everything. It's teaching us just to make use of our time. And shift forward. Back toes curl under, lift your knee, warrior one. Back heel plant, stand tall. So adjust so that your sternum, the center of your chest, is straight ahead. And clasp your hands behind your backs. Squeeze your shoulder blades together or grip your strap. Look up and then fold forward. Let your ear fall to the inside of your left knee. And now pull your left hip in towards the center line of your body. Pull your right hip forward. It will level your weight out, even it out, and just help you to find better balance. And ground down, come back up, warrior one. And release your hands down, spin onto your back toes, and take a twist. Left arm lifts. Reach up and open your chest as you pull it away from your left inner thigh, and then lower your right knee down. You can stay here or bend your knee and catch your foot. And if you catch your foot, find your twist. Little rotation. And release. Step back, high plank. Breathe in. Breathe out. Lower your right knee down, spin to the bottom of your left foot, and lift your left arm up. Reach up and look up. And then lift your left leg up. Press through your heel. And everything goes upward, up towards the ceiling. So there's less weight down on the ground. Stay here or option to bend your left knee and catch your foot and just kick it straight back. And push your pelvis and chest forward. Continuing to breathe. Continuing to maintain mental clarity so that your body just moves so freely. And if you're bound, release your bind, open back up. Reach your left arm over your ear, get long as you can, and step your left foot down, lift yourself up, left hand to outer left thigh, right arm reaches back, gate pose. High plank. Left knee down, right foot plants, right arm reaches high. Look up and reach up and lift your right leg. And stay here as you continue to reach up or bend your knee, catch your foot. Kick straight back. Straight back. Open up your shoulder, your chest, your right quad. Find your balance. It's all in your core right now. You know, our foundation right now is your hand, your core, your knee and shin, and top of your foot. If you're bound, release, open back up, and then reach your arm over your ear, spin your chest up, and get long from your fingertips to the bottom of your foot. Step your foot down. Right hand to outer right thigh, left arm reaches back. High plank to downward facing dog. Breathe in. Breathe out. Step your feet to the top of your mat. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. All right, chair pose. Feet are together. Toes at 12 o'clock. Bend your knees and sit back. Feel your inner thighs squeeze together and your heels ground down. Pull the front of your pelvis up towards your belly button and lift your chest. Take an open arm twist to the right. Left arm forward, right arm back. Watch your hips. Keep your left hip pulled back and your knees together. Breathe in to lengthen your spine and then twist a little deeper as you look over your right shoulder. Come back through center, chair pose. Open arm twist to the other side. Right hip pulls back. Breathe in as you stretch from fingertips to fingertips. Look over your left shoulder. And come back through center. Airplane your arms back. Let your palms face down. Belly hovers over your thighs. And now lift your heels up. Lift your heels up, a little balance. Shoulder blades draw in, front ribs also pull in. Breathe in, lift your heels higher. Breathe out. Lower your heels, sweep your arms high, chair pose, and fold forward. Separate your feet hips distance apart and catch your big toes with your peace fingers. Inhale, lift halfway with your bind. Exhale, fold. Pull yourself in. Let your head drop. You can shake it yes. You can shake it no. And with each exhale, see if you can pull yourself a little deeper as you lift your hips higher. Release your bind, slide the palms of your hands under the bottoms of your feet so your toes touch your wrists. Lift halfway and fold. And put some pressure into your hands. Just let your upper body go down low. Let it be heavy. And release your hands from underneath your feet. Toe heel your feet wide. Turn your toes out. Goddess squat. Hands come to heart center. Go where you can. Shoulders back. Chest lifts. And just close your eyes and bring your attention inward. And come back to your intention. Come back to what you control, what you need, who you need right now. What have you shown yourself? Have you experienced just true shift, true transformation in the last 4 weeks? And fold forward. Keep your feet wide, adjust so that your toes are forward. Left hand is down, bend your left knee. You can also use a block if you need to. And peel open, right arm reaches high. See if you can stack your shoulders. Breathe in to lengthen your spine, reach up and rotate. Fold forward and switch sides. Right hands down, right knee bends. Left arm peels open. And reach up. The more space you have, the more rotation you'll get. The more, just the more space in the body equals greater mobility. Breathe in. Breathe out. And fold forward. Toe heel your feet together. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Come all the way to stand, arms reach high. And right into an eagle, a little bit of balance. Right arm wraps underneath your left. and right leg wraps over your left. Toes can graze your mat if you need them to. You can also grab elbow to elbow or shoulder to shoulder. And just find your focus, find your center. This is where your breath, where your drishti, your gaze and focus, and your foundation, and release. All right. Left arm under, left leg over, eagle on the left side. Down through your right foot. Breathe in. Breathe out. Belly strong, shoulders down and back. And release. All right, let's go for dancer. So bend your right knee, catch the inner edge of your right foot behind you. Left arm reaches forward. If you need extra support, feel free to use a wall. You can also pull your right knee in towards the midline as you kick straight back to find better balance. And then kick back and squeeze your back muscles as you kick. And release. All right. Let's go for the other side. Left knee bends, catch the inside of your left foot, and then begin to kick straight back. Right arm reaches forward. Continue to draw your knee inward as you kick back. Big breath in, back muscles squeeze. And release. All right. Inhale, arms reach out and up. Bend back. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, plant your hands, step back, high plank. Go all the way down and slide into your baby cobra. Breathe in, that slight lift in your chest, shoulders back. Child's pose. Stretch your arms as far out in front of you as you can, and then walk your hands over to the right edge of your mat. Pull your left hip towards your left heel as you reach your arms over to the right. And come back through center and just take it over to the other side. And come back through center. And lift onto your knees and just swing your legs around to the front of your mat and land to your backs. Set up for bridge pose. You're welcome to take a supported bridge if you choose, which is just taking your block and placing it underneath your low back at the highest height you can. Otherwise, ground down through your heels, lift your pelvis. Open up, walk your shoulders underneath your backs. Breathe in, lift through your pelvis, breathe out. And release. And let's do another. Ground down through your feet, lift your hips. Walk your shoulders under your back. Breathe in. Breathe out. And release. And again, bridge pose. Ground down and lift up. Ground through your left foot, reach your right leg high. Press through your heel, little pulses for 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it up. Release your foot down, keep your hips high. Right foot's down, left leg lifts. Use your anchor, lift up, pulse, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, hold it up. Release your foot down, release your hips down. Bring the soles of your feet together. Let your knees fall open wide and bring a hand to your heart and a hand to your belly. And be grateful to be on your mat. To have your breath. To have a roof over your head. Access to this practice. Gently close your knees together and hug them in towards your chest. And happy baby, catch the outer edges of your feet. Pull your knees in towards your armpits and rock gently from side to side. Option to straddle your legs wide. Bring your legs back together. Hug your knees into your chest. Give them a good squeeze. Start to rock and roll forward and back. And find your way to a downward facing dog. You can swing your legs around. You can roll over your ankles like I did. And press back. Take an inhale through your nose. Open your mouth and just let it go. And do it one more time. Big inhale. Open mouth, empty. Inhale, reach your right leg up into the air. And exhale, step your right foot forward. Crescent lunge, back heels lifted. Stand up nice and tall. Find balance. Working a little more equanimity. So balance on a foot and a ball of a foot and toes. Shoulders draw down and breathe in. And breathe out. Let's take an open arm twist to the right, left arm forward, right arm back. Breathe in, get nice and long from fingertips to fingertips. Fire up your left thigh and come back through center, crescent lunge. Warrior 2, open up, back heel plants. Right arm forward, left arm back. Pull your pubic bone up. Straighten out your right leg. And then hinge, coming into your triangle. And you may grab a block. Or whatever you have laying around at home that will work as a block. Reach your arm up high. And as you reach up, then push your pelvis to the left. Inhale, stand up. Arms open, right toes turn in. Flip your palms, look up, and fold forward. You can walk your hands forward. You can walk your hands back as well through your legs. Just let your head drop. Press your hips back as you fold. Inhale, lift to your fingertips. Bring your hands back to center. We're going to walk over to the left edge of your mat. So pivot your feet, walk your hands to the left. Hop your back foot about halfway forward, setting up for revolved triangle. Right hand will stay on your mat or a block. Hips are level, so left hip pulls back and peel open. Left arm reaches high. Breathe in and breathe out. You want to make sure that both heels are grounded and that both legs are straight. So you can go a little wider from right to left and explore the length between your feet. It is a shorter stance pose, but you still want space. You still want at least 1.5 feet between your feet, if not 2 feet. And fold over your left leg, pyramid pose. Both legs straight. Spine nice and long. Keep the hips as level as you can. Downward facing dog. All right. Left leg lifts. And step forward, crescent lunge. Back heels lifted, stand tall. Shoulders draw down, neutral pelvis. Take an open arm twist to the left. Right arm forward, left arm back. Gazes over your back shoulder. Breathe in to lengthen, steady and strong through your legs. Just a little deeper. And come back through center, crescent lunge. Open up warrior two. Back heel plants, arms open. Shoulder blades draw in. And inhale, straighten out your left leg. You can reach for your block and come into your triangle. Or your hand can touch down on the ground below you or your shin. But if you have access to something to give you that tripod, so 2 feet and a hand down, do that because it gives you more space and more opportunity to open up your body. We get access to different points in the body when we have more supporting us, more helping to ground and to give space or make space. And stand all the way up. Arms are open, left toes turn in. So pinky toe edges of your feet line up with the short edge of your mat. Flip your palms, look up, and exhale, fold forward. You can walk your hands between your legs or forward again, any variation that you prefer. Just let yourself fall heavy. Come back through center. Lengthen your spine. And walk your hands over to the right. Back foot can hop about halfway forward. Left hand can be on your mat or a block. Legs straighten, heels ground. Right arm reaches high. And then level out again, low back. Think about your low back being flat. So if I put a glass of water on your low back, it would balance. And it wouldn't slide down one side more than the other. And then twist from your upper body. Think rib cage up. And fold over your right leg. Pyramid pose. Downward facing dog. Press your hips back. Come forward high plank and lower all the way down. And lift up onto your forearms for Sphinx pose. So elbows are right underneath your shoulders, wrists in line with your elbows. Press down through the tops of your feet so your kneecaps lift. Squeeze your glutes. And now extend your spine and lift your chest. Press it forward. Breathe in and breathe out. Stay here, or you can take your hands a little bit wider and begin to straighten your arms. Now, if you notice your shoulders creep up to your ears, lower them down or lower back to your forearms. You can pick which pose feels the best for your body today. Continue to reach through the crown of your head. And release. Take a cobra or an upward facing dog. Hands plant just outside your rib cage. And take your baby cobra or an up dog. Shoulders back. Downward facing dog. Let your head fall. Breathe in. Breathe out. Bring your right knee to your right wrist, or you can make your way onto your back for a reclined pigeon. So full pigeon is this as you fold forward. Knee to wrist. Reclined pigeon. You lay on your back. Right ankle crosses over your left thigh knee. Left shin parallel to the floor. And just pull your leg in towards you as your feet are awake. So just honor your body with whichever you need. Work to soften your shoulders. And just check into your breath. Check into your mind. Our thoughts are always present. They're always there. It's just a matter of, do we react to them? And the more time you spend with yourself, and the more you get to know yourself, and the more you're okay with different things, or you adjust so that you're okay with different things, the more patient we become, the less reactive we are. And if you're on your back, you can uncross and hug your knees into your chest. If you're face down, walk your hands up and press to down dog. And then switch sides, left knee to left wrist, or your left ankle crosses over your right thigh knee. Feet are awake, and then pull your knee in towards you. Otherwise, melt right into your pigeon. You're doing the best that you can just by coming to your mat and breathing. That's all we need. That's what this practice is. The poses just make our bodies stronger, and they open us up so that we can sit and breathe and meditate safely and comfortably. And take 5 more breaths. Walk your hands up sitting tall. If you're in pigeon, take 1 more down dog. If you're on your back, just hug your knees into your chest. And from down dog, find your way onto your backs. And you can grab your block, 4 legs up the wall, or you can just lay on your back with your legs straight up. You can also decide to take a shoulder stand or a plow. We're just slowly unwinding. Finding nice deep relaxation. Allowing our bodies to work slowly and to improve circulation. If you're in shoulder stand, find your way into plow. And if you've been in plow, bend your knees and squeeze your ears. And slowly roll out. Slowly lower your legs. If you have a block, you can gently remove it. Extend your legs out in front of you. Arms rest next to you. Take a nice deep breath in and let it go. Shavasana, final rest. Slowly begin to deepen your breath and wiggle your fingers and your toes, bringing awareness back into your bodies. Stretch your arms up over your head and hug your knees into your chest. And roll to your right side. And just take this moment to honor your practice and to honor your breath and your intention. Gently press yourself up to a comfortable seat. Hands to heart center, eyes remain closed. Thank you so much for joining me today. Enjoy the rest of your day. Put your thumb knuckles up to your third eye, forehead center, and invite light, love, and peace in. Namaste. So you can find more information on what is available via virtual yoga and YouTube yoga on my website at www.carrietreister.com. Thank you. Have a wonderful day.